Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Crusader Kings 2 Conclave as Scotland. In our last episode we won our war with England, but unfortunately ended up getting only one county out of here. I think the issue was that there was a revolt going on within the Duchy of East Anglia, which meant that we didn't get the county that was in revolt, we only got the other one. But that's okay, we have a de jure ducal claim we can press another time. And we won a war against England, which is its own reward, of course. But we are now also trying to revoke the Duchy of Albany from our former vassal. He's now in revolt against us, Ronald here, which we should be able to do fairly easily, and now that this is our capital duchy, we'll be able to plot to revoke the individual counties in here as well, without tyranny, which will be nice. And this is a generally better duchy than our previous duchy, since especially this county has much more holding slots. And also it has 4 counties compared to the 3 that are in Lothian, so all in all definitely worth doing, I think. So we're about to fight his army here again, in the hills, but he's at low morale, so it should be easy enough. That gets us to 45, and for now I think we'll just go to his capital and siege that. We can get this 900 up there as well. Also, last episode, the Pope has called another crusade for Jerusalem, which we have joined, though obviously we're not actually participating actively at the moment. And we have another dangerous faction, Prince Alexander for Scotland. Our cousin, I see. The son of the previous King Alexander. And apparently the Duke of Moray here is a dangerous faction all by himself. He wants to be on the council. Well, we could fire the Duke of the Isles here, since he isn't considered a powerful vassal. Fortunately, he is better at the job than Malstekton here would be. Is there anything else he particularly wants? Well, he has the minus 15 because we revoked vassal titles, which is unfortunate. Okay, I think we'll just appoint him to the council as the marshal, even though he's bad at it. And Munster has gone down to minus 100 opinion of me for some reason. I'm not sure what additional modifiers he picked up recently. Title claimant? Oh, maybe he didn't have that previously because I had granted that title to a vassal. Anyway, we are working on trying to improve his opinion, but minus 100 is a long way to go. More people joining the crusade. Let's have a quick look at what's going on down here. No sign of any armies from the Fatimids just yet, but we know they have about 20,000, I think. So there aren't enough Christian troops to fight them off at the moment. We have technology we can invest in as well, actually. Culture tech. We'll just get legalism, I think. And do we by any chance have enough men to assault this? We do. I think we'll go ahead and do that. We have a kinswoman who needs a focus. Let's get her an etiquette-related education. Our truce with Lion is also expiring in about a year here, so we'll be able to finally take that county, if we can fit it into our busy schedule. Let me just check again in case he would accept an offer of vassalization. It's the foreign culture, I think. We have another faction. Not a dangerous one this time, though. Our Duke of Ulster approaches us. My liege, I have a great idea for a monument, something to raise our cultural status and make the people notice what a great ruler you are. I would require some gold and your patience, and the work would take a year to complete. If I remember this event chain, he's going to require even more gold after this. Maybe. I think we'll do it, though. I forget what the reward is for completing this, but let's assume it's worth it. Alright, and we're actually at 100% in our revolt war. He is imprisoned by one of our vassals, I see. Alright, well, let's take advantage of that and enforce our demands. So this means that we should be able to revoke his title. He's a traitor and our vassals will not object, and the council is unanimously in favour. Alright, so now that we have this duchy title, we should be able to plot to revoke any of these counties. I'd like to take Gowrie first, since it's the best county. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. We can always just move our capital from Fife to Gowrie sometime in the future. It doesn't have to be done immediately. And, in fact, can we just revoke this without a plot? No, this would be considered tyrannical. Also, we can't do it because we have a truce, I see. Well, we can at least plot to revoke the other ones. We may as well just get Strathern first. And let's see, I guess we will disband our troops for the moment. Even if we are possibly going to go and participate in the Crusade. It looks like there's about 20,000 troops down here now, which is enough to take on the Fatimids themselves, but of course they'll have other people joining on their side. Though actually they don't yet. Maybe it could be a successful crusade. Though obviously we should not be concerned about whether we're going to get anything out of the crusade, but doing it for the glory of God and all that. Oh, the Kaiser has died of severe stress, which probably ends our alliance with them. Let's see if we can renegotiate with his successor, Emperor Boris here. There is a coalition, apparently. Against the Holy Roman Empire, I assume? Let me look at the coalition's map mode. I guess it's just Bavaria and a couple of other little people. Okay. Let me actually check on our infamy. Yeah, still very little. Getting about 2% per little war that we do. Which is not a big issue at this point. Okay, I think we will go and fight in the Crusade then. Assuming that things are relatively stable here, we do have some factions, none of them are dangerous. We could wait a little while for our levies to replenish. Yeah, okay, I think we'll just wait a few months. And our courtier died of depression, okay. Looks like we're gonna have a successful battle here, maybe? The reinforcements just arrived on the enemy side. But it looks like our side is still winning. Alright, the Duke of Munster had his opinion improved. He's up to minus 94. And Somerled had a daughter. Alright, so that's one victory at least. Okay, let's wait till the start of April, then we'll raise our troops and get on our way. We do also have the plot here we could do at the same time, but we can just wait on this and do it at any point. Whereas crusades don't come around that often. Have you all meet up at a relatively central location. I think we're going to need more boats than this. Now I've lost track of how many boats we have. We'll see if it's enough when everyone gets there. I think we have enough. Okay, our son needs a childhood focus. Let's maybe get him something stewardship focused. Thrift, maybe. And let's get our army on the way. Looks like we have another battle happening down here. About 8,000 versus 5,000. But our side is defending in the mountains and reinforcements are on the way in. So that should be a good battle for us. They are just about to arrive. I suspect we're losing war score for not controlling any of the war goal at this point. So let's unforbid ourselves from leading armies so that we can actually get the Crusader trait. And the Duke of Man is attempting to fabricate a claim on my kingdom. Let's tell him to not do that. He refuses. He's actually incapable, so he's probably just going to die soon. Let's actually have a look at the plot. He only has 52%, so I don't think we need to worry about that anyway. The Duke of Munster claims that the Bishop of Carlisle is attempting to promote vile heresies. I don't know, he looks like a good Catholic to me. Let's keep it to ourselves. So this army definitely should not be all the way up in the north here. All unprotected. Arranged marriage from the King of Norway. He wants to marry the prince to a courtier. Okay, I accept. Maybe we'll land our army up near them and hopefully be able to protect them a bit. Still nobody else joining in on the Caliph's side. It looks like the Pope and everyone else here is intent on actually sieging something, which is good. So let's see here. The de jure Kingdom of Jerusalem does stand up here. And how many troops have you got left? About 10,000, so we can almost take them on ourselves. Uh-oh. Use has reached court. The claimant to my titles, Prince Leofwield, is hiring men for an attack against me. He has a claim on the kingdoms of England and Scotland. I see. Well, I guess since we aren't using this plot right now anyway, we'll cancel this and see if we can have any chance of killing him. Not looking good on the face of it, but no bribes will apparently improve the situation. Oh, and our Duke of Man did just die, so we have Duke Stefan, who is a lunatic, okay. Well, fair enough. And I think we'll maybe just go and help with this siege, or we could siege an adjacent county. I just want to stay close to this army. Here is outside of Jerusalem. And unfortunately there is a hostile but not actually involved in the war army over there. We could siege Damascus, but that's not in Jerusalem either. Alright, I guess we'll just go and fight this army. Not worry about it too much. Let me briefly appoint myself so that I can gain the Crusader trait. I finally stand before the destination of the crusade with sword in hand. I am ready to storm the walls of Tiberias. Excellent. Our armies now stand poised to take part in the crusade for the Kingdom of Jerusalem, Deus Vult. So, we are now taking attrition through here, which actually is terrible. Let's not do that. I guess it's just that low. Okay. And here, let's see if we can just leave and we will just abandon this army to its fate instead. The monument the Duke promised is finished. People have gathered to witness the unveiling of the new statue. It is a large portrait of Pope Clemens III. Surely this will bring us God's favour, so we gain 100 piety. Which I don't think is worth the 200 or whatever gold that we spent on it, but that's okay. Now that we have the Crusader trait, we can stop leading armies and let me get my cousin Summerled, our heir, in there so he can get the Crusader trait as well. And I guess we'll just hang around here close to the Pope's army and siege this county, and if this army gets attacked, well, it's too bad for them, I suppose. Yep, there they go. I told you. So our the court chaplain of Connacht tells us that his brave knights have captured the target of the crusade, Ascalon. Well, okay, good. Guess that's this siege falling here. And the Pope is now assaulting things. Alright, so it looks like this is going to be a successful crusade, but I don't really like our chances of actually winning it ourselves, though it looks like one of our vassals is pretty likely to win it because the top 2 contributors are vassals of ours. So I'm not sure what that means for us if they're to suddenly gain a kingdom title. I guess we'll see. We'll gain some technology from Constantinople, that's good. And I guess we'll just stay here and keep sieging. And our Chancellor has done a bad job of improving Munster's opinion. So he's... well, then he's also simultaneously done a good job. Okay, so he's still at 85%, fair enough. I don't think we have to worry about it too much since this faction is... actually, this faction is much closer to dangerous than I thought. We've got Gary and Kildare. Well, as long as it's just those two. Gary is extremely annoyed. What's his problem? Oh right, this is the former Duke Ronald. Well, we'll get rid of him soon enough. Okay, my wife is pregnant. Good for us. Alright, opinion improved again with the Duke of Munster. He's up to 68. Or minus 68, rather. So it's a long way to go, but we're working in the right direction at least. Let's see, he is stressed, but unfortunately he doesn't really have any other negative health traits. So he's not too likely to die. Alright, I think we're going to have to cut short our participation in the Crusade pretty soon here, because we do have this adventurer due, and we like to have our armies at home for that. Lancaster is trying to usurp my title. We'll maybe attempt to make him disappear? Sure. The assassin succeeded, and there is no trace leading back to me. Excellent. So maybe we'll help out by assaulting this holding, since we can do that. This county's fully sieged. Then we'll get our men back on the boats and head home. I think we did our part. And we do have a dangerous faction. It is just the same people in here. So really it's only the Earl of Kildare that we can hope to get out of this faction anytime soon. Maybe he wants a gift. Yeah, we'll do what we can to improve his opinion, I suppose. I'm not sure if we have any that are worth 10. Except designated regent, we'll just make him High Almoner. And we'll see if that does it. We can also create the Duchy of Meath, but then we'd probably have to give away the County of Dublin to somebody else, which, I mean, would be fine. We are going to gain some counties up here in the near future. But it seems like that was enough to get him out of the faction anyway. Alright, well, we're out of time for this episode, so we'll leave it here for now. Thanks for watching, and join me again next time.